What's going on, everybody? It's Bipolar Bear. Thank you all so much for checking out another video. And what I want to talk about today is the death of XDefiant and why I think it's a problem. Let's get some gameplay on the go. Let's have a good old chat about it, shall we? So, XDefiant is due to be shut down later on this month, depending on when this video goes live. Am I sad about it because I think the game is amazing? Absolutely not. No, I've often called the whole XDefiant thing a propaganda tour. They were bigging it up as the next Call of Duty competitor, never a COD killer, because that was never what it was going to be. And the false advertising, false marketing that they did for the whole thing. Kudos to them, though. If you bought the first edition, the bit where they said that you'd get like Season 1 and all these different odds and sods, they did legit refund you for that, so that one I am completely on board with. Gameplay in the background, Black Ops Cold War. Who else is bringing you Black Ops Cold War today? Absolutely no one but me. It's not that great, actually. I was kind of having to flick through. I'm having to flick through my archives of footage and thinking, well, I've got a lot, so we may as well burn through it. Oh, AFK. And yeah, I think it's like a 33 for 9, something like that. Not amazing, but like I said, who else is bringing you Cold War today? And whilst XDefiant was, let's be honest, we haven't seen something die that quick since fucking NFTs or that HOC2 coin. People need to stop spending their money on dumb shit. Instead, buy your money on, you're a savvy sausage. I reckon you should spend your money on good things like a new football shirt. You an Arsenal fan, bet? Absolutely not, no, but I will if these things keep selling. That's first link down in the description. Or if a gaming shirt or a metal shirt is more your thing, second link down in the description there for you. And the only thing that bothers me about this, and I mean genuinely bothers me about this, because I was kind of thinking about it. Like, first of all, when I heard it happen, I was like, well, Stevie Wonder saw that fucking coming, didn't he? So that's not the biggest concern about the whole thing. No. The concern about this is there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stand toe-to-toe with Call of Duty now. There just isn't. I mean, seriously, think about it. I mean, the old way it used to be was Call of Duty versus Battlefield. Now, that's always been strange to me because they are completely fucking different. The only similarity with them is that they both have guns. So let's get that out of your head straight away. Now, everything else has a competitor. I mean, mostly everything else has a competitor. So you think of the biggest shooter in the world is Counter-Strike. You look at the Steam thing and, CSGO, biggest competitor going up against that is Valorant. And that is a Pepsi and Coke scenario. Rainbow Six Siege has Ready or Not, which that comes to console. So, again, you couldn't really say Siege is a Call of Duty competitor because it's just completely different. If they added a deathmatch or something like that, or actively, I know they used to have a deathmatch in a couple of years ago, I don't know if they still do, and actively encourage, that kind of thing, and promoted it, then maybe you could have something there that could take on Call of Duty, but not really. The closest thing that you have got to Call of Duty right now is the Crucible and Destiny. That's it, and they are worlds apart from each other. They genuinely are. There is nothing to take on Call of Duty right now. And when Call of Duty doesn't have to compete, Call of Duty doesn't have to care. We've seen when Call of Duty needs to turn it on, it can turn it on. We've seen when Battlefield was really taking numbers away from COD and they had to do something about it. And again, not the same thing, not even close to being a Pepsi and Coke kind of deal, but it was the closest thing at the time. And the only thing now for me that could and I mean genuinely start pushing Call of Duty back a bit and making them really have to take effort into this is if Zampella comes with Titanfall 3. If Titanfall 3 happens and they start pushing that, then you're going to have something that can compete. And I'm not talking like similar to Titanfall, we're talking Titanfall 1. Alright, Titanfall 1 was the perfect FPS for me. It is still going to be my favourite shooter of all time. Titanfall 2 wasn't bad, and it wasn't bad. It was just this world. Honestly, like, no game was going to survive in that environment. Alright, no game was ever going to survive. And it needs, Call of Duty needs to have something. Coke needs a Pepsi. Alright, it just does. It needs to have something for them to compete against, to have a rivalry against. Everything's better when there's competition. Hell, like, even like in wrestling, look at the Monday Night Wars. Alright, you need competition because it just brings out the best in everyone. And I would love to see a genuine competitor go up against Call of Duty. I'm not shitting on COD. I'll shit on their practices. The moment-to-moment gameplay, though, is nothing competes with it. I mean, Battlefield at the minute is doing nothing. I know there's one due out. It's not going to come out. Nobody's fucking stupid enough, except COD, to go up against Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. Alright, nobody's that fucking dumb. Alright, so Battlefield. Whatever they do next is something that I am very much... I'd say I'm looking forward to, because I was more of a Battlefield than what I was a Call of Duty player for years. But Battlefield hasn't done fuck all in a good long time. You know, Battlefield 5 was okay, but it had a shelf life. Battlefield 1 was superb. Battlefield 4 was superb. But we are going back years since Battlefield has had a hit. Alright, Battlefield 2030, whatever the fuck that last game was called. It wasn't even a game, it was an abomination. Alright, no. Alright, Call of Duty's had a hit since then, as far as I'm concerned, in Modern Warfare 3. So, Battlefield has got a lot of making up to do. And like there is, what else is there really at the minute that's going to fit this niche? There's nothing. And when again, Activision have showed when they need to turn it on, they can turn it on, but they haven't got to try it at the minute. Everybody knew as soon as they fully got their hands on XDefiant that it wasn't going to work. Alright, everybody knew it wasn't the Call of Duty competitor that we were hoping for. Everybody knew that it was like a poor man's Overwatch. Oh hell, a poor man's Marvel Rivals at this point. So even them two have competition. When it wasn't Marvel Rivals, it was Paladins going up against Overwatch. There's always a Coke to the Pepsi, which is something that we don't have. If we do have it, we don't have it in the mainstream market. What can you honestly say that we've got? Halo? Halo's been on its arse for years, man. Halo ain't gonna do shit. I'm a Halo player. I fucking love Halo. Halo's been crap for a very long time. Alright, so that ain't gonna happen. Halo isn't doing shit. If Halo was doing shit that we could start calling it a Call of Duty competitor, fucking sweet. But no, the closest thing we have got to go up against Call of Duty right now is Destiny's Crucible. And trust me, Destiny is not even on Activision's radar. Even that new game Bungie are coming out with, the whatever, was it called Marathon? Momentum? Something like that. Oh, shock, fucking horror. We have another extraction shooter. Oh, piss off, Bungie. Just fucking piss off. You had a chance to do something cool and you think a fucking extraction shooter? No. No, man. Just no. It's... Oh. I want something to drop, and because as I look at the future for COD, and other than Battlefield, it's the only FPS game that I'm interested in. I see just an ocean of meh. I see nostalgia bait, I see nothing new, I see nothing interesting, just the same shit. That's all I see for the future of Call of Duty right now. And until something happens to really shake up the formula and genuinely compete with Call of Duty, that's only going to get worse for us as the consumers and as players. Alright, do you honestly think that they are going to stop with the bundles? Do you honestly think that shit's going to slow down without something for them to compete against? No. You only have to see it in Fortnite. Nothing can compete with Fortnite, so they just keep chucking in any old shit that they want to chuck in. And yeah, the kids love it, and that's fine. But they can just keep getting away with it because there is nothing to put them back in line. And I think that's the way gaming's going at the minute. There is either, the big guys get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, like the rich get richer, and the poor get fuck all. I wanted XDefiant to work because I wanted to see another shooter on the scene come on with an arcade feel, an arcade FPS feel. Hell, even an arcade military FPS feel would have been nice, because let's fucking know that Call of Duty definitely isn't that at this point. You have gingerbread men running around the fucking map. Yeah. But I don't know when that's going to happen. The only competitor to Call of Duty right now is all the Call of Duties. That's it. That's honestly it. in that they've completely taken over. That is their thing, that is their niche, and there's only, for me, like Zampella and West who can do it better. We've seen them do it better with Titanfall. Alright, Titanfall was the best arcade shooter to ever hit the market. It just, for whatever reason, just didn't catch hold at the time. And then EA just did their own game dirty with Titanfall 2. A Titanfall 3 could genuinely stand up to Call of Duty. And that is something that I would love to see happen, because until that happens, same shit, different year by Activision, and that's all it's going to be for the foreseeable future.